We have gone through the article. Now it is time for demonstration with certain key points. Key point 1. The sprint planning is happening at the global level, whereas the assignment of sprints with respect to the individual Scrum teams is happening at the local level. What do I mean by that? When you plan for the sprints, we go to the sprint tools, the sprint staff, the sprints group and manage command. Here you can see we have planned for 5 sprints. Each sprint is of 2 weeks duration. When we planned for the sprint, we did not think about the number of teams involved or which team will be sprinting in which number. So we are planning at the global level. But when we came to the individual Scrum teams and associate those Scrum teams with respect to the sprints, that association will happen at the local level. So we have the sprint planning sheet view. Here team A is associated with sprint 1, team B again sprint 1, team C again sprint 1. Team A will be doing this product backlog item of login to the trading system. Team B will be doing create a new user. Team C will be doing buy a stock. Point number 2. Another thing which is important but very subtly noted is that the sprints are synchronized. So if you look at all these 3 teams are sprinting in the same sprint, which is sprint 1. To reaffirm, I am going to add 2 more columns. I'll choose this team column, select it, right click and insert a column called sprint start. Another column I am going to add to also, that is sprint finish. So insert a column and say sprint finish. I'm going to double click here and double click here so that it is more visible to you. As you can see, the team A is sprinting from Monday 5th of October till Sunday 18th of October, that is sprint 1. Team B is also on sprint 1 with the same start and same finish. Team C is again on sprint 1 with the same sprint start and same sprint finish. So this is quite important. All these sprints are synchronized because the individual teams are sprinting with respect to their individual team sprint goals. Whereas when you combine all the Scrum teams, in our case 3 Scrum teams, together the CIPSA team, which is a combination of these multiple Scrum teams, is also sprinting towards the CIPSA sprint goal. Now I am going to the Gantt chart view. I'll choose this task tab, Gantt chart view. And in the Gantt chart view, as you can see, we have the same representation. Teams are sprinting individually with respect to their individual team sprints goal. Overall, all these teams together, that is the CIPSA team, is sprinting towards the CIPSA sprint goal. Here I get a question frequently from scaled agile practitioners. They ask about dependencies, how to resolve the dependencies. First thing, in the CIPSA sprint planning meeting, the teams are going to decide what are the items they can deliver in the upcoming sprint. In our case, it is sprint 1. Once the CIPSA sprint planning meeting is over, then the individual team's sprint planning meeting will happen, where this product backlog items will be broken down to individual tasks. So these can be seen by going to another MPP file which is slightly elaborated with respect to the backlogs. So I'll go there. So as you can see, this backlog item has been divided or has been broken down into multiple subtasks. This one multiple subtasks and so on. So there will be dependencies which can be found out in the CIPSA sprint planning meeting. Also there will be inter-team dependencies as well as intra-team dependencies. If they are found out, those will be resolved in the individual team sprint planning meeting, because all teams will be sitting in the same room. So if there are dependencies, Microsoft Project has a field called predecessor, and you can easily put your dependencies with respect to the individual items or the tasks. Key point 4. This is with respect to the team backlogs or the team sprint backlogs and the CIPSA sprint backlog. So here, as you can see, this is for team A sprint backlog from here to here. From here to here, we have team B sprint backlog. From here to here, we have team C sprint backlog. But together, what we have, this one from here to here is the CIPSA sprint backlog. The team sprint backlog will have team specific Scrum events such as team sprint planning, team sprint retrospective, or team daily stand-ups. When I come to the CIPSA sprint backlog, those will have the CIPSA level sprint meta events or Scrum meta events such as CIPSA sprint planning meeting, CIPSA sprint review, CIPSA sprint retrospective, or CIPSA daily stand-up. So the individual backlogs or individual team backlogs will have those items added. I'll be adding the daily stand-ups for team A, for team B, team C. But when I come to the CIPSA level backlog or the CIPSA sprint backlog, those items will be one level up. Now the Scrum Master or the individual Scrum Master is focused with respect to the individual team backlogs, whereas the principal Scrum Master will be focused with respect to the CIPSA sprint backlog. The final thing is all sprints are synchronized. So there is a hard start and a hard finish. At the end of the sprint, we are going to give an integrated increment. The integrated increment will be the increment or a sum of increments coming from all the teams. Now, as we saw with respect to MS Project Agile, you can scale multiple Scrum teams. Multiple Scrum teams can participate and deliver an integrated CIPSA increment. I believe this video will give you much more clarity with respect to Scrum at scale using MS Project Agile.